and also what makes a good driving instructor. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adults, I teach teens. Let's go ahead and get it. When approaching loose gravel on a road, you should reduce your speed. Gravel acts like little ball bearings and you can spin out of control. So you got to reduce your speed, go in slow so you don't lose control of your car. Which of the following does not apply on gravel roads when behind another vehicle? Passing another vehicle. You can pass if it's legal and if you can see in plain visible sight. Remember, on dirt roads, gravel roads, you're going to be kicking up dust. Good morning. You're going to be kicking up dust and you're going to be traveling at a higher rate of speed. So gravel roads, dirt roads are very dangerous. You are driving in a steady rain. A good indicator of hydroplaning can occur when the vehicle in front of you creates splashes. So you want to reduce your speed, you want to take your time, and then you want to analyze the driving environment so you can be really safe. Good driving instructors are very patient because when you're learning how to drive, you're going to be very stressed, very nervous, and good instructors understand the fundamentals of human nature. They understand the fundamentals of people. They also give you directions in advance. Good instructors do that. They're going to tell you early, at the next light, I need you to make a right turn. Also, they give you direction to help you determine left and right. A lot of times, beginning drivers confuse left and right. So we are taught to say things twice to help you understand and to make sure you're going in the right direction. Next question. When the roads are slippery, you should avoid making sharp turns and stops because you can slide off the road, you can lose control, and when you're learning how to drive, you're not really aware of some of the hidden dangers on the road. So you got to really take your time, you got to reduce some of your speed, and you've got to really focus on just being safe out there. And when you're safe out there, you're going to be more consistent and you're more likely to pass and be really successful. Also, good instructors treat you like an adult. We all want to be treated like an adult because a lot of people wait till they're in their late teens, mid-20s to learn how to drive, and that's fine. But you need someone who's going to treat you as an equal, treat you as a superior. Good instructors are patient. They don't belittle you when you make a mistake. A good teacher is also positive and smiling all the time. And I try to be positive. Hey, Ham, how you doing? I try to be positive and supportive to all of you. Next, on wet roads, you want to drive in the tracks of other vehicles ahead. This will help you keep your car straight in the lane. And this information can help you on your knowledge test. This information can help you if you've been on the road a couple years or if you've been on the road 5, 10, 12 years, because we all need a solid review to help you be successful when you're learning how to drive. Good instructors in the classroom, a teacher that is funny, they use diagrams, they use Kahoot, they use Quizlet, they use Bookit. I use a wide variety of learning topics, and I'm going to be integrating these into my lives very soon. Thank you for the hearts. I really appreciate it. Let's keep going. The most common reason for loss of traction on the road is sudden sharp movements, and it is also quick movements. So you've got to be deliberately a little smoother, but deliberately a little slower. Then you'll be more successful. Good instructors talk to you like you're an adult because driver's education is for adults. It is not for kids. Because once you learn how to drive, you're going to be able to take your mom and dad to work. You're going to be able to get that job because many of you are working part-time. Why? You don't have your license yet. You don't have your permit yet. And that's fine. I want to encourage you and enlighten you to be kind and feel supportive about what you're doing and know you are cared about. You're taking the time to listen to me. I'm taking the time to give you information. Let's continue. If your vehicle is skidding, you should turn the wheel in the directions you want to go. If you want to go straight, you turn your wheel. Next, the loss of traction Most difficulty is hydroplaning. That is water. Hydro is water, plane means to lift. Good instructors tell jokes. I tell dad jokes. I tell uncle jokes because we have to have a sense of humor. I don't know if I told you, an old lady honked their horn at us yesterday. We were merging on the expressway. I guess we were going too slow. She was about 70 years old, gray hair, little old lady, but she was driving fast. She honked her horn, and I said to my adult, Grandma cut you off. We kind of laughed and chuckled, but you can't worry about other people. You can't let them get you out of pocket. Remember, we want to feel comfortable in the car, we want to feel good in the car, and we want to make sure that we are safe in the car. Safety is no accident. You want a good instructor who's a fun teacher. I'm a fun teacher, I'm a fun instructor. I'm going to make sure you learn, like all of you right now. Imagine us driving the car. Hey, let's go ahead and go through the drive-through, right? Then you're going to have to go to the gas station and get gas. Wow, I've never put gas in. Okay, look on the dashboard. Look at the little gas gauge. The arrow's pointing to the left. What does that mean? I don't know. Well, the gas door's on the left. Okay, I need you to pull up and get the gas pump on the left. So I educate teens and adults how to put gas in the car, how to check your oil. You need to know these things because you want to take care of your car. If the accelerator sticks, you need to stop quickly. You should apply the brakes and shift to neutral. In a manual, you want to put your foot on the clutch, pull the shifter out of gear, and loosen it, and then it will be in neutral. On an auto, there's a little letter that's in N. You put it in N. This will disconnect the motor and transmission. If you're getting value right now, drop a thumb, drop a like. Let's keep going. Good instructors are very calm on the road. I told you about that old lady yesterday who cut us off. My student was going a little bit slow. The old lady started honking the horn before we even merged on the expressway. So that goes to show you people are not patient. That old lady tried to humiliate us, but I was very peaceful, I was very calm, and I supported my student, and we turned a potentially dangerous situation, a panic situation, into a relaxed situation and had a good laugh. You got to watch those old ladies and old men because they don't care anymore. They've been through life's trials and tribulations, and when they're trying to go, they're trying to go, right? You feel me? She was out of pocket. Let's continue. What should you do if your brakes completely fail? Number one, you want to pump your brakes a couple times. There's hydraulic fluid in the brake system, so you can pump your brake a couple times and get some of that fluid out. Number two, you want to downshift into a lower gear, right? Next, you want to find an escape route. You want to find an open area in case your car cannot stop, an open area where you can safely get off the road. And you can use your emergency brake, but pull it up very slowly. Take your time. Good instructors always remind you to do things correctly. When you take the time to look at some of my videos and you watch, you want to make sure that you are visualizing, okay, I'm in a car, I'm driving, a truck just cut us off. Okay, I need to increase my following distance. Okay, I'm merging on the ramp to the freeway. We're at 35, they're at 70. I got to push that gas. Oh my God, we're going into a roundabout. I'm going too fast. Got to slow down. So you will visualize, and that's what I do when I'm driving with you. I visualize you guys in the car, us working on parking, us working on merging in downtown Detroit, downtown Houston, Texas, downtown Los Angeles, California, downtown Sydney, Australia, okay, downtown New Delhi, India, because driving is universal. If you understand me, drop a like, drop a heart. Let's keep going. On freezing wet days, what I need you to do is reduce your speed and take your time. This is my office. It's filled with very inspirational. I work with adults. We're in a lab. So it's all about building positive emotional blocks, right? You want to be kind to people. And I always tell you this. You want to be peaceful. I'm a very peaceful person by nature. You want to feel marvelous. I feel marvelous talking to you guys in the morning because it's going to start my day. Next. When you have a tire, you're welcome. When you have a tire blowout, you want to grip the wheel. You don't want to hit the brake. You don't want to hit the gas because you could lose control. You want to take your time to control your vehicle. Next, your vehicle is in a traffic emergency. Listen to me. Your vehicle's in a traffic emergency. Your car cut off. Your tire has blown out. Your brakes have locked up. I'm giving you some situations. You're shifting in the third gear and the shifter is stuck in gear. The clutch is not properly engaging. So you have a traffic emergency. You may collide with another vehicle if you don't take action. A good rule to remember at such a time, you can almost always swerve to miss instead of stop. This is true. We want to sideswipe. You never want to hit a car head on. Head-on collisions are the most dangerous, okay? You definitely have to reduce your speed. You also have to watch out for other people because people are not aware, they're depressed, they're thinking about their life. They could have a situation. We don't know what people are going through. Maybe they've lost their loved one. Maybe they're about to lose their home. Maybe they work for Tesla and they just got laid off. Maybe they're trying out for the NFL and they're going to be cut after today's practice. So we don't know the situations people are going in. All we can do is show kind candor. Thank you, Gary Vanderchuck. Show kind candor and be humble. And I'm trying to teach all of you being humble. Let's go through some other questions. Good instructors share stories. I'm sharing these stories with you. You're driving to a downtown Detroit, driving to downtown Houston, driving to downtown LA, driving to an area where you're unfamiliar and you need to go get gas. You are looking and you're trying to find, or your car is low on charge, right? The most cold medications will make you drowsy. So if you have to take cold medication, you really should take it at night. Or read the label. The driver's responsible for any medications that they take. Next, after how many drinks can a person be affected? One drink. Impaired depth perception makes a driver misjudge distance. What is the first skill loss if you're tired? Is judgment. What is the sign of an aggressive driver? Listen, this was just grandma yesterday. An aggressive driver frequently crosses the center line. Grandma crossed the center line. Next, she was weaving in and out of traffic. She cut us off, right? And driving is fun and engaging. And once you get the right instructor, the right coach, they will support you. Like you, Jackson, I understand you want to drive and you're very active. So I want to give you those tools necessary. You need to go to the DMV. You need to find out how much it costs. You need to make a plan because if you don't make a plan, you're just going to be here forever. I want to make a plan to eventually put together this material into a digital package. I want to teach and have a community center to help people of color. I want to be able to enrich my community because that's what it's all about, and helping people. Driving can be hard if you have the wrong instructor. Driving can be hard if you have anxiety. Good instructors don't make last-minute decisions. I'm a good instructor because I tell you ahead of time what you're doing. I'm a good instructor because I'm nice and I don't yell. I'm a good instructor because I'm very calm on the road. I'm going to give you support. And then when you do something wrong, I'm going to tell you why it was wrong. And then I will show you and help you. And I try to give positive reinforcements. I'm not going to lie to you. When you're in the car with someone who's making a turn at 30 miles an hour, you're going to lose control of the vehicle. So you have to squeeze the brake. Me, as an instructor, in a driver's ed car, we have two mirrors, one for the driver and one for the passenger. I'm the instructor. There's a brake on my side. The car has a dual brake. There's a special company that will install the brakes. And this brake goes across and under the transmission tunnel, and it's connected to the brake lever. So when I push it down, it pushes your brake down. But if I push too hard, that cable can break. Good instructors interact with their students. This is our virtual class right now. I'm interacting with you. I'm answering your questions, right? One way to avoid aggressive driving is not to drive slow in the fast lane. And that's what all of you would do as a beginning driver. You don't realize, hey, I got to be 70. You're driving at 50. In the middle lane, you got to be at 70. You're driving at 50. And in the slow lane, you got to be 70. You're driving at 50. So now you're going to have hundreds of motorists riding you, tailgating you, being very aggressive. So what I need you to do is take a step back and take your time. You should not wear headphones when driving because you're not able to hear important sounds. You need to be able to hear things, see things. Fatigue affects your ability to perceive and respond to hazards. This is true. So if you're really tired, you won't be able to respond properly to hazards. Good instructors are always helping you fix your mistakes, figure out what you did wrong. You see a lot of people on the internet and social media, they're trying to give people instructions, but they're screaming. You have to take a step back and show them what to do because many of you do not know what to do. And when you get in with your parent or guardian, go ahead and drive. Go ahead, go to grandma's. Go ahead and go downtown Detroit. Go ahead and go to downtown Los Angeles. Go ahead and go to downtown Chicago. You don't know how to get on the expressway. You don't know to take the express. You don't know, you might have to take the back route through the city and through the suburbs because the expressway is closed. So your parents need to coach you and prepare you and help you. That's so important. Let's continue. A body at rest tends to stay at rest. It's defined as inertia. So cars carry energy and motion. In a front wheel skid, your front moves straight and splits the steering input. So you can't jerk the wheel. You've got to take your time. A lot of beginners turn the wheel left and right. So AAA, which is a national organization throughout the country, according to AAA, they said that 7 and 5, and that's lower on the steering wheel, 7 and 5 is the safest way to drive because there's an airbag in the steering wheel and we're not trying to blow up our thumbs. The old school way is 10 and 2 or 9 and 3. At the end of the day, you have to be comfortable. Lex, if you are in a far right lane on the freeway and you want to change lanes into the middle lane, be especially aware of vehicles in the far lane wanting to change lanes. You've got to look over your shoulder. You've got to check your blind spot. Blind spot checks are one of the most common things that beginning drivers miss. Good instructors are very considerate. You might be nervous when you get into the car. This is your last drive. You want to do well on your examination, right? Good instructors are constantly thinking of things to make you better. I'm going live more. I'm going live in the morning. I'm going live in the afternoon. I'm going live in the evening. Why? More people want to learn how to drive. More people are coming on. So I'm showing more care, right? Let's continue. The most important decision will involve how to manage available time and space. You want to minimize an accident. Hit something at an angle. There's something called a crumple zone. A crumple zone is an area at the corners of your car, the front driver's side to the right, to the left, the front passenger side to the right, the front passenger side rear, left. All of these areas are designed to crumple up, okay? I'll be going live in the evening, probably between 7:30 and 7:45 p.m. I might be going live at 12 o'clock. Just want to see, we have some meetings and we're working on a new project, right? When exiting a freeway, you should signal well ahead of your intended target. This should be valuable to all of you. You should be subscribing. You should be giving a thumbs up. You should be sharing because a lot of you are not subscribed. And When I go live, you'll get notifications, but sometime a lot of you don't because you're not subscribed. And I'll be going over driver's education questions. I'll be going over what makes a good driving instructor. Those elements are so important. Today we have technology, and this can allow you to leverage best practice. And I always try to learn and give all of you best practice. Good instructors remind you to do things constantly. They give you positive reinforcement. What is the most common type of crash in construction zones? Rear end collisions. When encountering rough and slippery road conditions, you should slow down. Take your time. Be patient. Which lane should you drive in if you're traveling on a highway? It is the center lane. You're getting so much value right now, and success leaves clues. If you are writing down these things, you're going to learn so much information. Bye.